Today is a video about a flood in China. At dawn on June 17, a flood swept through the village. The rapids of soil and stone almost wiped out the village. Some of the houses barely escaped from rapids, but even this seemed unstable, and countless residents were isolated. A village called Arangkwao was devastated by floods, leaving only 15 buildings. Many villages have been devastated by the rapids of soil from the highlands. This place is more dangerous than other floods because it is upstream of Sri Golgyus Dam. From heavy rain that hit Sichuan province, the 345-meter-long Xitan Bridge, which was under construction in Pingchuan County, was collapsed too. The soil, stone, and wood debris swept down by rapid floods blocked water flow and turned the area into a lake. It is a lake created by a natural formed embankment. On the 17th, 20,000 residents of the 5,000 houses were evacuated from Dampa County, and several people were missing. In the meantime, the Chinese were in panic when a person named Huang Xiaokun posted a warning message on social messenger. Here's the message. All citizens in Yichang of Hubei, run away quickly. This is the last warning. Huang Xiaokun is an expert in structural processes at the China Institute of Architecture and Science. He has been an authority on concrete structures for a long time, and he has instituted and strengthened the construction standard to prevent poor construction of buildings in China. His warning to evacuate residents of Yichang, Hubei seems to indirectly express the danger of the Sri Golgyus Dam. The Office of the Chinese Civil Servant also held a press conference on June 11. At that time, the head of the flood-related department also said that this year's flood situation will be particularly serious, so we have to defend it with all our might. However, despite Huang Xiaokun's warning, many citizens flocked to fish as soon as the reverser's water was released from Yichang, Hubei, downstream of Sri Golgyus Dam.
截止到当天晚上9点，已经有1个人挂掉，1个人失踪。然后很多百姓到河中捞鱼时遇险。
While fishing until late at night, one person was swept away by rapid around 9. And one person died. Only after the dust, people began to refrain from dangerous activities of going into the water. But the situation is different in the outskirts of China. As the possibility of a dam or reservoir collapse increased, local authorities began to release the water from various reservoirs. Meanwhile, many citizens start catching fish. When the local government discharged water and the fish pulled out, citizens came out to pick it up and put it in. A huge number of fishing come down with mud, and people are catching these fish. Some residents climbing onto the bridge and catch fish with a landing net. Whenever they put a landing net into the water, they can get an enormous size of fish. Whether they know the rapids are dangerous or not, some Chinese climb the middle of the rapids rock to catch the fish. Some areas have turned into amusement park. Hundreds of residents come and try to catch fish with a landing net. Someone is putting fishing nets on each waterway. It's because after a while, lots of the fish will be caught in the net. There is a huge amount of water flowing into the bus running downtown, but the driver seems not to care. China is suffering a lot from floods, so people are delivering the food with jet ski. Although some innocent Chinese are suffering tremendous damage due to the floods, Chinese authorities are reluctant to report flood-related damage. On the other hand, they are actively reporting on the government efforts, such as the Chinese government rescue of flood victims. Be safe.